What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today I want to talk about a little bit of potential good news. This is actually a couple different items of good news, I guess. The first of those just being the fact that, hey, Paris Holo prices are starting to drop a little bit. Over the last couple of days, they have actually been going down. Now, they haven't been going down a ton or anything like that, but, if we take a look at like the ITB Holo, for example, is one that I've been following pretty closely. We can take a look at, I don't know, I guess over the course of the last month, this thing peaked out at about $3.18, but that was on July 24th, and since then, from $3.18 all the way down to $2.57, $2.60 range over the last couple days. Now, is this the bottom for them right now? Are things starting to flatten out? Are they going to keep dropping? I don't know, but obviously if they keep dropping, that would be really good news, because I think most people kind of think or know that they're probably a little bit overpriced right now. They're most of them are kind of overrated at this point. The prices really don't make sense, especially relative to the capsule prices. I mean, if we look at I think I have CSROI pulled up right here, we can see that right now, even based on Steam prices, Challengers is still over 100% ROI, meaning, like in theory, it's just profitable to be opening up Challengers capsules still, which means people should be doing that. Now, obviously, it's not really profitable after Steam fees and stuff like that. So that's kind of the big barrier to people just opening up infinite of them and everything, because especially if you pull a paper, it's like 3 cents. You're only going to get 1 cent back. You're losing 67% on those. So I don't know but whatever. Still, the fact that the ROIs are this high up relative to other items in CSGO means that, people should be opening them. But a couple days ago, multiple of these capsules were above 100% ROI. The fact that only Challengers is now, again, is just another sign that prices are starting to drop. So overall, I think prices starting to drop are obviously a good sign. I know I got paid a couple days ago. I tried to put a bunch of money on to be buying up more holos, so I can lower my cost basis and stuff. I've been buying holos over the past week. I've been buying some of my favorites. I actually ended up getting locked out of my Steam account for a little while. I had to verify, blah, blah, blah. So it was a little bit sad that I wanted to buy while prices were low and I wasn't able to. But now I'm back, and right before this video, I was actually just buying some more holos. I don't necessarily love the prices, but the main point of this video is to talk about, even if we don't love the prices, and I see it all over Twitter, YouTube, everywhere, people saying that they don't necessarily love the prices don't make sense, they're overvalued, they're going to be a bad investment, blah, 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 whatever, why that still might not be the end of the world, and that stickers and holos and all that stuff at the end of the day might still be the move, and it might still work out okay. So I know in my previous video I talked about how if we look at the current prices, I know these are the prices of Paris from July 23rd. So remember that prices are even going to be lower now. That these were the prices of Paris, and the average price during the sale of Paris right now is higher than the average price of Antwerp at the end of the sale, and higher than the average price of Stockholm at the end of the sale. And that's not necessarily a great sign, because again, Paris isn't superior to Antwerp and Stockholm. If anything, it's like a cousin or a brother or something like that. They're supposed to be relatively equal to the same, and that's kind of best case scenario. Worst case scenario is Paris is a worse version of Antwerp and a worse version of Stockholm. It's the third iteration. It's getting a little tired. It's getting a little played out. A lot of these stickers, already have their third iteration here and stuff like that. So in some ways, this Paris set is kind of worse. I know different people have different arguments about whether Paris looks better than this set or worse than that set or whatever, and I'm sure we can count the number of unique stickers and all that stuff, but it doesn't really necessarily make sense that Paris would be the most expensive of the three. It's not the best of the three, but why it's most expensive is obviously, being overbought, being overhyped, overinvested, blah, 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 blah. But why is that not necessarily a bad thing? Because even if we look at the current prices for Paris, again, this was as of July 23rd. Here's the prices now. Some things have dropped. There's actually 2 stickers under $1 now. Before it was just Ents, but now both Ents and Bad News Eagles are both under $1 for the average price. But if we look at the average price of a Paris sticker right now, it is, 127 divided by 28. The average sticker in the Paris, the holos, is about $4.50. Now, again, that's a lot higher than the average for Antwerp, which was like $2.50 or something like that. It's not quite double, but it's 1 point whatever X. And again, that might seem bad, and it is bad. Obviously, the higher the price is right now, it's just going to eat away at your gains and stuff like that, unless you think Paris is going to majorly outpace Antwerp or Stockholm or whatever. But why that is still good is if we look at Antwerp and the peak prices and stuff like that, here are the peak prices. And the average price at the peak of Antwerp, their highest prices for everything, 436.85 divided by 28, is going to be about 15. So again, the average price for Paris right now is about 4.5 for all the hollows, and the average price of Antwerp stickers at the peak was about 15.6. So even then, even considering the crazy prices Paris have right now, if we see a similar run up, not in terms of the magnitude, like not in terms of like 2x or 3x or whatever, but just if they get to the same prices in terms of sheer dollar amount, we could still see a 3x from these current Paris prices, or even the Paris price from a couple days ago, which again, if you bought now and have those same returns, it'd be even better. So overall, I still think that is an okay sign, and especially because when you can see here the peak for Antwerp, even the worst sticker got to $6 at its peak from Antwerp. And if we look at these Paris prices right now, I mean, getting to $6, that would be very, very good for a ton of these stickers. Here, Ents, BNE, Mongols, Greyhound, Nip, Force, if they got to $6, that would be at least doubling for all of them. Even ITB going up to $6 would be doubling, and really that's not the end of the world. $6 wouldn't be terrible, and that was the worst sticker from Antwerp. Then if you look at some of the better ones, most of them at their peak got above $10. There was what is this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 stickers got above $10. So if you look at that would say that even at these very, very high prices, that the Paris stickers could still see some really good returns. So I get why people are being pessimistic. I get why people are being negative. And hey, I've been a little bit negative too. I've said that these stickers are probably overvalued. It's possible that they're in some kind of bubble. The ROIs being above 100% on capsules makes absolutely no sense. There is a lot of stuff to watch out for. Prices could go down. If you're buying right now, it's not guaranteed that you're going to see a good return on these investments anytime soon. I think in the medium to long term, yeah, these are probably going to be pretty good. But in the short term, the next couple weeks, next couple months, who knows? These prices could get wrecked. They could get destroyed. They could go down a lot. I don't know. But I am starting to buy now as we get closer to the end of the sale. We're also getting closer and closer to the release of CS2. We're getting closer and closer to, potentially a huge new influx of players. When the sale ends, who knows what's going to happen? Is demand going to increase and go crazy? And now that capsules aren't available, everyone's going to want to buy these hollows? I don't know. But the thing is Paris, probably going to be a worse investment in Stockholm and Antwerp? Yeah, probably. It's like I said, people are learning. There's more investors. There's more money. There's more players. All this stuff that's all going to eat into the gains. But even if we look back, these Paris prices still they're worse. But again, if you look from Stockholm to Antwerp, that would have looked worse as well. But that still had great results. Now Paris, compared to Antwerp, same thing, still going to be worse. But the good news here is there is still enough room, even at these current prices, to still make money, to still be profitable, to still have overall pretty nice gains. Even looking at the prices right now, again, the average Paris sticker is like $450. We look at the average price from Antwerp today, 184 divided by 24 is going to be about $760. So again, that's not quite a double, the average price of Paris today to the average price of Antwerp today. But again, if you look at the peaks and everything, it could be okay. And even in here, looking at the average price of a lot of the stickers, there are some ones that have done pretty well and done decently. So obviously not every sticker from Paris is going to be a huge winner. If you can pick out the good ones and you can dollar cost average and get some overall decent prices, I still think there is a lot of money to be made in Paris, even at these prices that we aren't used to seeing from the past couple of majors. But it might not even be that they're overvalued, overrated, whatever. This might just be the new normal. This might just be the price of things going forward. And each major, as people make more and more money, the prices during the sales might increase, and then it's going to eat into the gains. Gains are going to be less and less and less. So, while these opportunities are still here, definitely make sure you're taking advantage of them. Don't be scared. Don't be fearful. Don't be waiting on the sidelines while everyone's making money just because you think prices might be a little bit too high right now or whatever. Prices can be too high, and they can stay too high forever. Who knows? But pretty much it for this video today, guys. Wanted to get you guys some good news. Prices are going down, and even if prices don't go down, I still think that, yeah, this is a pretty cool opportunity, and that's why I'm taking advantage. That's why I'm buying currently. But pretty much every this video. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.